So once again, we're up to another character build-up story this time. After all the action goes down and everything, we always have this character build-up. It seems like it's been going a lot in Tokyo Ghoul RWBY Lately. This time we have two sections that were strongly focused on. The rest of it was just minor stuff, but there were two strong focus. I'm going to start off with how it starts off with Shinohara talking to Amon inside a hospital, saying how eye patch is a kakuja, whatever the name of it is, and pretty much it's when a ghoul goes cannibal. You eat another ghoul and you're pretty much evolving into a stronger state. However, it's half of it, since Kaneki is half ghoul after all. So now we're wondering that what's going to happen to Kaneki. More likely, he's not controlling this. He's probably going to have second thoughts of eating Yamamori since season 1. Like maybe I should have ate that dude. Because now he is losing control of himself. And things are just going to go for the worse for him now throughout this point, if he does not learn how to control that new power. Next, Amon is also investigating the theory between ghouls. Is it possible for humans to become ghouls? That's what's going through his mind, and of course, we all know that already. He saw his two students there, and it leaves him wondering. So he has a lot of questions in his head between Eye Patch and his students and stuff like that. And of course, Al. Then finally we go on next to Juzo's side. Juzo's at the part, he's a good drawer, actually. And turns out he was raised by ghouls. He was probably one day captured by a ghoul, or his mom was a ghoul, actually. And he was killing some bitches since he was young. However, the CCG came in, Shinra came in, took him under his wing, and however, he's still unstable. As you clearly see, the guy was being tortured throughout his whole entire life, and his mom was giving him good boy points and shit like that. Like, how fucked up is that? So, even though he don't act like it, I'm not sure he has a extreme hate for ghouls or something, or maybe it's just, hey, it is what it is. And then finally we go on to Miss Motto is pretty much upset that she finally saw Al, but she didn't do nothing about it. First of all, she is blaming herself for not doing anything, but then yet again, she was injured. What could she really do, really, in the end? If she did try to fight Al, she would just get her ass beat, or even worse, killed. So she admires Amon, because she goes out to dinner with Amon, and she loosens up a bit, and she's pretty much complimenting him, which she usually don't do. She says after seeing him in action, she sees why her father always talked about him, how proud he was of Amon. Even then, Amon still felt guilty because she was kind of sad because knowing how good Amon was, she was wondering, hey, where were you when my father was fighting the rabbit? Then with Amon's taking those hits like a man, Amon is a fucking man. This dude will take whatever insult, whatever you do to him, he'll take it and he'll stand up like, yeah, I accept that shit. Because he is a fucking man. Even when he takes Akira to her apartment, he is up there doing like up to, I can't believe it, he's up there doing freaking 7,000 push-ups, man. Like, damn, this dude's a fucking man. For you to be doing 7,000 push-ups because he is so tired of him being useless. To him, he is useless, even though everybody else looks up to the guy. He still sees himself as a weak link. Now, as for minor stories, we have Toka, studying for the exam, and she's not doing good, man. She got freaking 65 in modern Japanese, man. If you're doing that bad in your own language, clearly you do need some freaking help. And then, now they're also, as for the CCG, they are gathering up a unit to take down Al and Aguri Tree once and for all. You see Amon there, you see Juzo, Shinohara, and some other new faces. So these guys are going to be the ones to take down Aguri Tree and the Owl. Now what does this mean for Kaneki and stuff? Kaneki's going to get caught in the crossfire. Because after reading the manga, I don't know how this is going to go. Because in the manga, they're going after the coffee shop. But this one, they're going straight for Aguri Tree this time. So I'm very interested to see how this turns out. This episode, once again, was more of a character build-up. It's setting up what's going to happen next, like it usually does. So I'm going to have to give this an 8 out of 10. That was very interesting to understand about Juzo, how Miss Akira feels, and how Amon still feels kind of guilty for what happened back then, even though he has improved way much a lot. But once again, we get less Kaneki as usual. And it just sucks, because the first season you get a lot of Kaneki, but this season now that he's finally a badass, you don't get much of them. So I'm like, hey, what the hell, man? What the hell? But other than that, it was good. It was great, interesting character build, no fighting or anything, but it was still good to hear because you got some character development here, and of course that's always good to have, is good character development. Well, anyway, for more Tokyo Ghoul reviews, drop a like, comment, subscribe, share if you could. I'll be much obliged. This is Macron Anime, sign out.